The next Epstein is a bar owner and he lives in LA. So I posted a video that went viral. Thousands of comments poured in, essentially saying "Me Too" nationally and also in my DMs. I started to put together a bigger picture here. So I really started to investigate this one particular bar and another one that this billionaire owns. As more and more comments started pouring in, there was especially a couple that really drew my attention. And one girl and I started DMing and I started asking her more information. She, in explicit detail, explained to me exactly how she was trafficked by this establishment. She responded to an ad for a personal assistant position. She went in and they started having drinks and she thought that was very normal because it's LA and it's the nightlife. She's very young and she needs the money desperately. And this monster knows exactly how to exploit her vulnerability. This job was supposed to be for a personal assistant position, so after drinks, he takes her back to the house that she presumes is his, and he's gonna run down on her responsibilities. This is where she gets assaulted, raped. She sees many, many other women there, very young, possibly underage, most likely. And she said this was so normalized. This was in the middle of the day and many old men were there. She said the cops were in on it. She specifically said, without saying too much, the FBI knows. The first time that she's talking about this, she's never told a soul. She's so scared and frightened that someone's going to discover her identity. And she said there are thousands of more victims. And this brothel is very, very close to this very popular LA nightclub bar. She said there were mirrors everywhere. Everyone can see everything. Assault and a lot of other things were happening left and right. And there were many men coming in and out. And what I think is going on is some of these women and men, very young, very impressionable, are assaulted, groomed, and trained to be bartenders. Essentially, they're taking cuts or just receiving money straight up. This is also very, very alarming. I had a few DMs anonymously that told me that what they're actually doing in this establishment too, and probably a lot more, is they're not only using a separate bottle that's spiked, they also have glasses that are coated with GHB, which makes so much sense because why are so many people in the comments, thousands of people, getting fucked up from a glass of wine or water or a juice or whatever? And that would make so much sense because imagine you order a Sancerre. It'll be extremely difficult for them to have two separate bottles of Sancerre, right? But the pre-made glasses, or however this is done, would be so easy to separate and kind of have some kind of system where they know which one is coated. My theory is that this billionaire is using these establishment nightclubs, bars, as a front for what he's really doing, which is serving the elite and whoever else. This particular billionaire has been seen photographed with politicians, celebrities, has been praised for the work that he's done in a lot of areas. He's seen at charity events, you name it. Man of the year. It makes me want to throw up. It's just the most disgusting thing I've ever heard. This billionaire is currently living his best life while his victims suffer in silence. Or, if they're fighting, some of them are even winning their lawsuits, but it doesn't matter. This establishment is still open. It's still running. No one is talking about this. There's no investigations, but I guarantee you, this is the year when everything comes to light. I guess time will tell. Again, this is just my theory.